Hello my beautiful viewers on my channel James Egan's Open World. Don't worry about that, the bulb's going, I'll change it tomorrow. Right, this is a retrospective review of the last Starfighter. Release date 13th of July 1984 USA. Basically it's about a guy that lives on a trailer park up in the hills in America. Alex Rogan, an expert video game player, lives in a trailer park and has no promising future. One day he meets Centauri, an alien ranger who wants to recruit him as a Starfighter pilot. One second. His girlfriend in it is played by Catherine Mary Stewart, where she's his love interest. It's basically about this guy lives on a trailer park who is a really good guy basically, and he's a spitting image, I think, of my brother Bobby, as he was back then when he had his black hair. He was a spitting image of him. He always reminded me of Alex Rogan from the last Starfighter. My brother Bobby was my hero, still is. It's a little plug for you there, Rob lad, if you're watching this. Right, well, he's got a heart of gold. He's got a little brother as well, and his mum. His dad's nowhere to be seen, and he lives on this trailer park in a caravan. And he wants better for himself. He wants to go out in the world and make his mark, you know. But the one thing he's really good at is this game called The Last Starfighter, which is on a video game. Video games. You used to have malls where you go and play video games, and you had to stand up. It's not like kids today. You sit down on the consoles. You had to actually physically stand up. It gave you a bit of exercise as you were standing up to play these video games in the malls, you know. Not like kids today sitting on their asses playing the video games. You had to actually physically stand up, so it gave you a bit of exercise. And walking to the mall to play these games gave you some exercise as well, you know, and what have you. But that's my little rant for the day. I will read you the whole plot. Now sit down, pause it, and get ready, because this is a thorough review. Right. Alex Rogan is a teenager living in a trailer park with his mother and younger brother Lewis. After being rejected for a scholarship, Alex becomes angry at his go-nowhere existence. The only entertainment in the trailer park comes from an arcade game called Starfighter, in which the player defends the frontier against Zor and the Kodan Armada. It sounds great, doesn't it? We're in a space battle. After Alex becomes the game's highest scoring player, he is approached by the game's inventor, Centauri, who invites him to take a ride in his fancy car as a prize for winning the game. Centauri is actually an alien, and his car a spacecraft. Alex is essentially abducted, and better, a doppelganger android is used to cover Alex's absence. So the doppelganger is an android who looks like Alex, right? Alex learns that the Starfighter arcade game represents a real-life conflict between the Rylan Star League and the Kodan Emperor. The latter is led by Zor, a native Rylan traitor and son of Ambassador Enduran, the fighter commander, to whom the Kodan Emperor has promised control of Rylos. Starfighter is in fact an elaborate recruiting tool designed as a test to find those with the gift. Centauri is actually criticised in one scene for placing the game on Earth, as humans were not considered capable of becoming starfighters. Alex, expected to be the gunner for a starfighter spacecraft called the Gunstar, is partnered with a reptilian pilot named Grig. He also learns that the frontier is a force field protecting Rylos and its surrounding planets from invasion. Zor has given the Kodan the means to breach it. Zor reveals he has discovered an infiltration in his ranks, broadcasts the spy's execution to the Star League. He then proclaims that once Rylos' moon is in eclipse, the Kodan Armada will begin their invasion. Unearthed by everything he has seen, Alex asks to be taken home on Earth. Centauri tells Alex to contact him should he change his mind. Meanwhile, a saboteur eliminates the Starfighter base defences and thus enables the Kodan to attack the base, causing heavy damage, killing the Starfighters and destroying the Gunstars. Only Greg and an advanced type Gunstar survive. Alex discovers Beta and contacts Centauri to retrieve him. He basically joins the fight, Alex. So it's just Alex and Greg in a battle against the Kodan Armada. Who will win? Well, you'll have to watch the film and find out, won't you? I've told you too much already. You know, so bits, yeah. So watch the film. It's apparently, I've just seen it, I think, on YouTube. It's on YouTube at the moment, so you can watch it on there or buy it on Prime. How good am I to you? Now, the marking system. You know you want it. So get your hands ready, everybody. You know you want to. You know you want to. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Gold Star. And off the charts. Well, this film, The Last Starfighter, is off the charts. Yep, you heard me right. I don't say it very often. But The Last Starfighter is off the bloody charts. You heard me. You heard me, everyone. The Last Starfighter is off the bloody charts. So, watch the film. See you on the next one.